Hello, this is your host Lakota Ravoc, and welcome back to Outworld Station. Now it is April 22nd. This game just came out in early access, and I was fortunate to get a Steam key from Trickjump Games. They allowed me to get into the game and play this for you, so we get to play this game all over again. But we have no restrictions now, so we can actually play all the way through. So thank you, Trickjump Games, for giving me a Steam key and letting me play this game for my channel, because I had such a great success with it when I played it about a month and a half ago. I got over 1,000 views in one day. And for this little channel, that's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and start a new game. We get to name that session. Let's name it. Thank you, Trickjump. And again, we only have the asteroid belt unlocked. Titania, Glacials, and Junkyard are still locked. There must be a way to unlock these. We'll figure that out later. In the asteroid belt, we have titanium ore, gold ore, silica, carbon ore, and water ice. There are 15 artifacts, and when I played the demo, I didn't really find any artifacts, but we'll be searching more actively now that we have the full game. And our enemy strength is at a low. So we don't have a very high-powered enemy, which is going to help us out, kind of play through the game a little bit. We're going to shut off the tutorials this time because I don't really need them after playing that demo. We're going to leave the global events enabled. We're going to stay in single player mode, keep our NPC behavior to default, and we're going to change our station color to red. Yeah, let's go ahead and start a new game. Here we are warping into our new asteroid belt. And there's our little guy. I missed him. Okay, so down here, the station command is telling us that we came to the Tau system. And our first goal is to get 100 titanium, 50 carbon, and 25 gold. And we do that by picking up these little guys, the asteroids. You can see there's resources in each asteroid. This one has titanium, silica, and carbon. Over here, there's a gold asteroid, which has gold ore and carbon ore in it. And to bring these over, we just click on them. And if we shift click, we can pick up multiples. Now, we can't really do anything with these now, but in our hub, we have hull plating, basic frames, and gold. These are going to be our building blocks for starting this up. So the first thing we want to do is go to our build category, go to resources, and drop an atomizer. Let's plop one of those right there. Now let's pick up all these asteroids again. As you can see that little circle bar above, let's call them Hubie. You can see above Hubie, there's a circle bar there. That tells us the weight of our asteroids. And we can only pick up asteroids until that weight maxes out. See, like, I just picked up that new one and it almost maxed me out. So bring them over here to the atomizer, drop them in, and that gives us a bunch of resources. So we have titanium, silica, carbon, and gold inside the atomizer output. Now we have to change these resources into actual usable products. So back in the build category, we're going to go to production and drop some smelters. I'm going to put a couple here, 2 more in line with those, and another 2 right at the back here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some more atomizers and fill this space up. So our first 2 smelters are going to do titanium. Our second 2 smelters are going to do carbon. And our last 2 smelters are going to do glass fiber. Now let's see, do we have enough to make another atomizer? We do. So we're going to place 2 more atomizers down. The nice thing is everything interconnects. It's really nice. And we're going to put the final smelter right here at the back. And that's going to produce gold. Now, the atomizers might have resources in them, but they don't automatically send everything to the smelters. What we have to do is we have to link everything up. We're going to link up our atomizers to all our smelters. As you can see, they started working. So now we should have links to all of our smelters from each one of our atomizers. Now, the other thing we have to do is we have to link up our smelters to our hub. Because in order to do this primary quest here, to get 100 titanium, 50 carbon, and 25 gold, it all has to end up in the hub. So let's go ahead and link all these guys up as well. And there we go. Everything should start ending up in the hub. These are our basic building blocks for everything we're going to be making in the future. Now, another thing we need is power. Our hub only has 50 megawatts of power in total. We're currently using 30. So we need to make a power system for it. And that's where these modules come in play. So we're going to put down 5 connectors. Now what we're going to do is put down a couple of solar generators here on either side. And with these, they need to be aligned with the sun. So you can see right now they currently have 100% alignment, because when you put them down, they automatically find the sun. But over time, our star moves and we have to align them. And to do that, we just grab them and rotate. We go around this little bar here until we get the 100% and then drop them. Now we've got all that processed. We have all the resources we need to complete this mission. With that, we'll get some new things, including the matter printer, the hull plating, basic frames, fiber optics, and composites. These will allow us to make more advanced products. So now our next mission is to make 100 hull plating, 50 basic frames, 50 composite, and 25 fiber optics. Now in order to do that, we're going to actually need these things. So we're going to go into our hub, grab all the items we have, go into Hubie's synthesizer here, and actually select the recipe we need. So we're going to make some hull plating. We're going to synthesize a few units of that, which we just hit the repeat button for a little while. Next, we're going to make some basic frames. Those process a lot faster. And so with those, we're going to drop some connectors and start building our manufacturing center. So we're going to put 5 connectors over here. Then under production, we're going to drop a matter printer. Our first one's going to go right here. That matter printer is going to make some hull plating. Now that needs titanium in order to make the hull plating. Go ahead and drop the rest of our resources back in. Now currently they're going to pick up those items from the hub and make them and then send them back to the hub. But we kind of want to switch that up a little bit. On the other side, we're going to make some storage. In our general tab, we have storage units. Let's go ahead and drop storage unit there. This storage unit is going to hold our titanium. So we go to our advanced view, click on a storage section, change the item from default to titanium, and then copy it to all. This will only store titanium now. And just like that, we have storage for titanium, our carbon, our fiber optics, and our gold. Now that everything passes through the hub is going to need to go there. So we're going to go ahead and link it all up. And that way everything gets stored inside. You can see all the items go through the tubes. It's kind of neat. They're little glass tubes so you can see where they're going. Now we have resources going in. We're going to need resources going out. So we're going to link our titanium storage unit to our matter printer. And then our matter printer is going to go back into our hub. Now nothing's happening right now because we need to get some resources. So let's go collect. Okay, now that we've filled up our atomizers with some resources, they're starting to make products for us. And our matter printer is starting to produce hull plating for us. Now that hull plating is going straight back into our hub. You can see right here. The downfall is we're going to need some of this. So we're going to go ahead and collect that. So these smelters are going to now want to go directly to the storage unit. So we're going to destroy those links. Now the ones you destroy are only the ones going out of the unit. The ones going in don't get destroyed. Not unless you click on the item that actually is sending it out. Now we want our titanium smelters to go to our titanium storage unit. We want our carbon to go into our carbon storage unit, fiber to go into the fiber storage unit, and our gold into our gold storage unit. They'll bypass this hub completely and go directly there. And we can actually destroy the links for the hub once it's empty. So now they won't be using up space in our storage unit. So before you saw them going directly into the storage and then being sent completely out. Well, we want to keep this storage clean for anything that's going to be going out of the station, like the hull plating. So we're going to go ahead and click on that and get rid of those connections. And now we have a nice clean connection from our smelters to our storage units for each item that they're processing. Got some more of those hull platings because we need to make another matter printer. This matter printer is going to make basic frames. Just like before, they're going to get all the resources from those storage units. Let's keep that chain going. This one's going to make composites from our carbon. And the last one is going to make fiber optics. But when we're done making these items for our station expansion 2, we're going to put storage containers behind them and store them there so we can easily access them for building purposes. While we're doing that, let's just grab some more resources. Whoa! There was our first enemy. We're just going to avoid that for now. Or not. Okay, he's coming after us. This game also has a combat aspect. To fight, we need to press E, dodge, and then fire our lasers. Boom. Now, our enemies can leave cargo pods, which we can pick up and collect. So I saw another one over here. Let's go after him real quick. See if he drops us a cargo pod. Oh, I did not know you could pick him up. There we go. Did he drop us a cargo pod? No, he did not. That's okay.
This is fine.
We just got a warning. Our solar generators are out of alignment. Let's go ahead and adjust those. And it looks like over here. There we go. Once you got the first one, the rest are pretty easy. Now we've got plenty of gold. We're going to go ahead and make some more solar generators. make sure we got plenty of power for the station. All right, while we're waiting for the basic frames to fill up, let's go ahead and show you the map here. So this is our global map, right? This is the zone we're in. It's an asteroid belt. As you can see, there's a fog of war around the map. We're going to have to clear that out and see the whole map. And I plan on just going ahead and doing that pretty quickly because I really want to just check this whole thing out. This is our space station, the hub. All these little white dots are asteroids dotted about, and it'll show you the resources that are in there. So if you're looking for some, just look for these little white dots. These little purple areas here, they're nebulas. Do not want to touch those. They will hurt Hubie. This little guy that's been revealed, that's a derelict ship. We can use resources to unlock the container within and get stuff out of it. And this asteroid over here is a crashed ship. These are most certainly guarded by our enemy ships. Sometimes we'll find little markers on these asteroids. Those are resource nodes. We'll see those a little bit later. And we can eventually put mining stations down on those and gather pure resources directly from that asteroid. That means less flying around and having to grab stuff. Now down below we have a zone and a systems tab. The system tab brings us to our solar system here. So this is Tau, or G-class star. And as you can see, we have some gas giants, an ice planet, a lava planet, and several other asteroid belts. Currently, we're in asteroid belt alpha. We'll be able to play a couple of these other locations, and I'm assuming we'll be able to play this entire solar system as the game gets developed. Right. While we were looking at the map, we finished our mission, so let's go ahead and complete that. And we'll get some new items here. We've got a fabricator, energy storage, and artifact analyzer. Like I said, we'll be working on that. We get artificial diamonds, nanoplating, reinforced frames, and molecular bonding as far as new resources. So with the artifact analyzer, we can put any alien artifact inside of it, and we can get skill points for our research tree. So the next thing we need to do is 50 nanoplating, 25 reinforced frames, and 10 artificial diamonds. We're going to need to build some fabricators for that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change our priorities and put all these items that we're making out of these matter printers and put them into storage. We no longer need them at the hub. Go ahead and build some storage units. Oops, can't afford those. Oh, I need the resources. Yeah, it might be helpful. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go into these storages, hit the advanced view, and change our default items into the actual items that are being produced. So like with this one, whole plating, and then copy it to all. And let's go through the rest of these real quick. Now we've got our whole plating, our basic frames, our composites, and our fiber optics storages. This way we can just come down here and grab the resources we need. So we now need to make nanoplating, reinforced frames, and artificial diamonds. Artificial diamonds is the easiest one. It is made out of a matter printer. So we're just going to add one to our chain here. And we have a meteor strike coming in, so we're going to have to go take care of that real quick. Let's go find it. It's down here in the bottom left corner. Whoa, nebula. Do not fly through the nebulas. Switch to combat mode here. And we're going to change our viewpoint so we can see them coming head on. It's going to make things a little easier. All right. So we can go ahead and destroy those. And if all else fails, we'll throw ourselves in front of them. Now, one of them dropped this little nugget, meteor core. These are terrific resources. They're basically pure resource from those meteor strikes coming in. The downfall is they have a time limit. Let's drop that in there. All right, now we've got our matter printer up for our diamonds. We need to just put carbon in there. Let's link up our carbon storage. And for now, it needs to go back into the hub. Because remember, anything that's going to be going to these expansions or these missions need to go into the hub. Otherwise, they don't count. Now, one other thing we're going to need to make is a new resource, molecular bonding. That's created through silica. So we're going to change one of our glass fiber production units into a molecular bonding production unit. We now have all the artificial diamonds in that we need. We're going to change our priorities for storage and put all our artificial diamonds in this one storage unit. Right, I think it's time we start our next production chain. So let's grab some whole platings and some basic frames. And I think we've got enough fiber optics and composites to do this. So in our build tab, we're going to go into production and we're going to hit the fabricators next. I'm going to drop a fabricator right here. In this fabricator, we're going to select nanoplating. It's going to take whole plating and molecular bonding. So let's go ahead and link up our molecular bonding and our whole plating storage units. And then put one more fabricator down so that we can make reinforced frames, which needs basic frames and the molecular bonding. And just do the same thing again, but with our frame storage unit this time. And that should start producing the things we need. We have some solar generators out of alignment, so let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. Hopefully we get an upgrade so they automatically align for us in the future. All right, we see they're making those nano platings and reinforced frames. So let's go ahead and do a little exploration. I know we have a derelict up here. There it is, guarded. So let's go ahead and take this guy out. There we go. And you can see there's some basic resources. We have a shipping container which we can pick up. And then there's debris all around as well. These are cheap titanium that are very, very light. But our derelict ship, that's going to need a fiber optic and a piece of titanium. Well, we have the fiber optic. Let's go get a piece of titanium real quick. And let's go ahead and drop that titanium in there and unlock this. So for that, we get 9 composites, a small engine, and a computer. These are more advanced items for later down the road. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and pick up some of this debris.
Hello there.
Before that, let's take out this guy who's apparently on patrol. Ah, beautiful. He dropped us a cargo pod. Let's go ahead and grab that real fast. Now you need all the resources, but titanium is by far the one you use the most. So make sure you grab anything that's made of titanium. I think that's all the scrap off of this. Oh, this little guy right here. Let's grab a couple other things while we're out. And as you can see here, the derelict ship, because we took care of that, is now marked off our map, and it's gray. Now, if you look at this crash ship, it has a very, very advanced item it needs, which we don't have yet. We're going to have to wait to do this crash ship. This crash ship, on the other hand, needs some carbon. So that should be really easy to procure. Let's go and grab some carbon and go down to this crash ship down here. Now, if you use your middle mouse button, you can actually create a waypoint to that location. And since we're at the hub, let's store these new items we have here. Most surely going to be combat, so let's get ready for that. And actually, change our point of view. There we go. There's a bugger right there. Gotcha. This one. I'm disappointed. All right, so let's get these shipping containers real quick. And then unlock. Oh, I needed 2 carbon. Oh, we'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and drop that 2 carbon in there. Now we have it. And we got ourselves an artifact, ladies and gentlemen. Let's nab that real quick. And I think that's everything here. There's no scrap in this derelict ship. So let's take that. It does cost us all of our weight, as you can see on that little bar there. It's actually making me really slow. Now, something we're going to need now is going to be an artifact analyzer. So let's go to our build and go into general. And there's an artifact analyzer. We have enough we can build that. So let's pop that on the end here, and it goes right in. Now scanning that artifact is going to take about 5 minutes, and that should get us some points for our tech tree. We got a new meteor strike coming in north here, so let's go ahead and take care of that real fast. There they are. Whoa, let's go around the nebula and maybe take care of this bugger in the process. Nice, and we just happened to get, see, nebula's hurt. We just happened to get a resource. There we go. Get that back to the base real quick. Oh man, that hurt a lot. And we're nearing completion on our Station Expansion 3 goals. So this would be a great time for you to go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and make sure to drop a comment and let me know what you think. And make sure to turn on that bell for notifications on future content. All right, our alien artifact is just about done. Let's wait a couple more seconds here. All right, analysis complete. We now have a tech upgrade point. So we can upgrade our drone or we can upgrade our station. So we have a pretty large tech tree here, including extra hit points for the drone, maximum weight carry, less damage from electrical sources, extra laser power, expanded storage inventory, and extra energy storage and recharge speed. On our station, 10% extra solar power generated. Items will move 20% faster between station modules, 25% max freighter speed. Ooh, freighters. 20% yield from all atomizers, an extra 25% station module hit points. That's for when we get hit by those flying asteroids. And an extra 10% resource output from miners when we actually put down miners. I think I want to upgrade our drone. Let's get that extra 30% laser power right now. I want to do some extra damage. Now we've got that. That leads to Neutron Laser 2, increases it to 60% laser power. Or launch 1 missile every 3 seconds. Ooh, missiles. All right, we are getting some upgrades. I like this. we need to find those other artifacts. We're going to head down here. I know there's a derelict ship over here. I don't know if we can do anything with it yet. We need an advanced frame. Grab one of those, and let's go take these guys out here real quick. Whoa, no. Electrical. So we've got 3 little plasma turrets over here. Oh, that's doing a lot more damage. There we go. All 3 are neutralized. Ooh, we got a goodie here.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Let's see what we got in this derelict ship here. Let's go ahead and put that reinforced frame in. And nice, another artifact. Drop that in there. Another 5 minutes, we'll get another tech point. Maybe we'll make the units move 20% faster in the hub. And while we're here, we have a cargo container. Let's grab that. It was right there. They already had the resources I needed. That was very kind of them.
What can I say except you're welcome?
That exceeds my weight limit, so let's go ahead and go. Maybe increasing our weight limit would be a good idea. I see we also have our station expansion 3 done. So let's drop this stuff in and complete that. All right, now we have a miner module and a small shipyard. We can make Aeon Hopper ships. We can make some small engines, circuit boards, and computers. So our new objective is to make 5 Aeon Hoppers and also 25 computers. And this is what we did in the demo. Once we hit that milestone and unlocked Station Expansion 4, the demo ended. So now we get to see what's past that. We now have optional objectives we can do. So if we give them 40 gold, we'll get 300 titanium. That actually sounds amazing right now. So let's see. Do we have gold? Oh yeah, we got the gold we need. Let's drop that in and complete it. That gave us plenty of titanium. Okay, first and foremost, let's see what we need. Fiber optics and gold for circuit boards and fiber optics for computers, and hull plating and composites for engines. Pretty simple stuff. But we may have to increase our manufacturing. Downfall is we get only so much titanium, and it gets split up between 2 different matter printers that it makes it a little harder. Let's go ahead and build some more fabricators for those new buildings. Circuit boards. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the circuit boards directly into the next fabricator for the computers. Because right now, there's no other need for circuit boards. And the last recipe is going to be these small engines. Now we do need to send computers directly to our hub. All right, and there they go. They're starting to work. We're probably going to have to increase the production of our titanium significantly. Going to take care of these guys. Oh, one got destroyed by something. I'm making quick work of those now. What we really need to do is find ourselves some resource nodes on the map, because now we can make miners. And to build a miner, we need a bunch of nanoplating, reinforced frames, fiber optics, and computers. Well, it looks like we found our first resource node. There's a resource node right here on this asteroid. Water ice. Well, we don't need water ice right now. Let's gather some supplies and go take a look around the map. See if we can't find ourselves some resource nodes. So let's unlock the rest of this map. It looks like we found the edge of the map. Let's just skirt along that. Area is actually really, really big. All right, now that we're safely back at our hub and we've got the map fully unlocked, we can see where everything is. All right, so we got a resource node here, which is ice water, which we discovered earlier. We got one over here, which is titanium ore. Perfect. Now one on the left side, which is carbon. That's a really long way away. One that's closer is titanium. Brilliant. I love that. And we have some silica north of us and some carbon ore, as well as some more titanium ore. There's a silica node and a single gold node. That's terrific. We have all the resources we need right here. So we need to make, let's see, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different mining facilities. That's going to take a lot of resources. So we need computers. Thankfully, they've been making a lot of computers for us. We need a bunch of nanoplating, and I think reinforced frames. So that's terrific. And look, when we were running around, we got that small cargo pod we needed from earlier. So let's go ahead and take care of that. But first, I found another artifact I brought in. So I have 2 tech points. Here, we're going to sink that into our max carry weight, which leads us to an extra max carry weight or a 50% speed boost. These need 2 points to unlock. And heck, why don't we get an extra 20% yield from all atomizers in our station? Let's unlock that. That gives us, the level 2 gives us 30% yield from all atomizers or 10% production speed. Ooh, that's a tough one. Yeah, it's basically roughly the same. Maybe we can unlock both. Who knows? All right, so we can build 2 miners right now until we get some more nanoplating because it costs 15 nanoplates, 5 reinforced frames, 5 fiber optics, and 1 computer. So the nanoplating is the most expensive. But we're also going to need to make some solar panels. Those solar panels are going to be very, very helpful. All right, so there's that crash ship we needed the small cargo pod for. Drop that in and unlock it. And another artifact. Beautiful. There's 4. Bring that puppy back. And he doesn't max our weight out anymore. So if we get our weight capacity high enough, we could probably carry a couple of those. See, that titanium node. The safest one is here. It's a little farther. This one's a little closer, but we got to go around a nebula, which isn't too bad. So let's go to this one. And of course, we have a meteor strike coming in just as we get here. So let's build this real quick. Get that miner down. And get some solar panels on it. And that should start making us titanium. Oh, that extra firepower is fantastic. We're going to drop another one on that other titanium node over here. Okay, now we got 2 miners giving us titanium ore. And they give it to us very, very quickly. We can grab titanium ore whenever we need. But what we really need are ships to carry that stuff for us. And we don't know what the Aeon hoppers do. Now we can directly input the titanium ore straight into our output of the atomizer. Unlock another tech upgrade here. Let's upgrade the drone so he has more energy storage so that way we can shoot our lasers a little bit longer. That'll lead to a major increase in energy storage and recharge speed. And now that we've got a lot of small engines and we've got we have quite a few computers, let's go ahead and build our small shipyard. It needs 25 nanoplating, 10 reinforced frames, and 25 composite. We should have enough for all of that. And I'll wang that right on the back of this where all the storage is. Now that we've got the small shipyard, we can queue up our Aeon hoppers. With this one, it'll only make as many as you want it to make. So we're going to need hull plating, computers, and small engines. So we're just going to link those up straight to it. In a few minutes, we should have our 5 hoppers.
A few moments later.
And there's number 5 all done. Now we've got all 5 ships. Our station expansion 4 is complete. Let's see what they have to say for themselves.
Bye, have a great time.
Oh, bye. We get a freighter dock and defense turret. We get an increase to our storage capacity. We get the Aeon Courier. That's another ship. A superconductor, a new part. Construct freighter docks to connect remote parts of your station, such as miners, and further automate resource processing. That's what we were looking for. Defense turrets can be constructed around your station to automatically defend from incoming meteors, enemy drones, and creatures. Creatures? So now we have a goal of making 10 Aeon hoppers and 10 Aeon couriers, as well as 50 superconductors. Now we have 2 new tabs in our build category, transport and defense. So freight dock costs 20 nanoplates, 10 reinforced frames, 25 composites, and 5 computers. And a defense turret costs 15 nanoplates, 10 reinforced frames, 5 superconductors, and 1 computer. Well, it sounds like we have something to do for our next session. I think I'm going to leave that there. Thank you very much for joining me. On our next one, we'll continue this progress and we'll build more miners for the rest of the area and get resources automatically sent directly to our space station. So look forward to that. This is going to be Lakota Ravoc signing off. Hope you all have a good day. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Bye-bye. What was that? You're welcome, buddy.